What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Film V Word of Judgmental podcast,
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
and I'm Leroy. Well, this is our wrap up of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys game. No pregame or halftime because number one, no one was going to come in with us, and number two, I think Philip can agree with me that we already knew this game was going to go this way.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna be a blowout. They stink.
Right. So the score was 41-7. Eagles. Here's some stats on the Cowboy side. I'm sorry. Cooper Rush, 15 for 28, 147 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. On a rushing, we have Rico Doolittle, 23 carries, 104 yards. On the receiving side, we have Crooks, four receptions, 52 yards, and
Nobody on
total
our team is named Crooks.
Cooks.
There you go.
Four receptions for 52 yards, and Tolbert, three receptions, 30 yards, and one touchdown. On the Eagles side, Kenny Pickett, 10 for 15, 143 yards, one touchdown. We have Tanner McKee, 3 for 4, 54 yards, two touchdowns. Rushing, we have Saquon Barkley, 31 carries, 167 yards. Receiving, we have Devontae Smith, six receptions, 120 yards, two touchdowns. AJ Brown, three receptions, 36 yards, and one touchdown. Like we said, the game, we already knew this game was going to go this way.
hmm
Yeah, it's really not much to talk about. But congratulations to Saquon Barkley, the ninth running back ever that run over 2,000 yards. So this puts him over Josh Allen as the MVP. It should have, but it's kind of hard to give a position player like that MVP. But we'll see how it goes. What's your thoughts on this game?
Easy game because they stink and they ain't really trying to do nothing. They looking for a quarterback in the draft or something. Uh, I thought they should have kept Saquon in the last quarter just to give him a little bit more carries,
Hmm.
make it easier for him to break that record next game. I think he need 101 to break the record, but
Yes,
the way he started getting it in the second half this game, he could have easily got it closer.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes. I agree.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
really nothing to talk about because everything for the Eagles worked. The running game worked. The third and backup pass quarterbacks threw touchdowns. Is like the defense was all over the place. I mean, the rest was trying to hate on us on some bullshit. Like every week, fucking false starts and offsides. They don't even call it.
Right. And you forgot the face mask call. Was that
Yeah,
on the
face
face
mark.
mask call? Right.
hmm
That was like right in front of the referee, and they didn't the
All that
line
should be
judge. I'm
right. All
sorry.
of that should be right in front of them, and they don't call it against us for some reason.
Right.
And
Go.
no, this is not about the Eagles. This is fantasy football. Your boy Burrows. I thought I was driving home this championship, and Burrows dropped 52 on me.
uh Denver, I don't know what was going on with the coach in there in that Denver game. They don't know how to close a game. The coaching staff, they were doing some stupid plays at the end of the game there, and it put the Bengals like right in the game. And then
hmm
when in overtime, when they didn't get the when Denver had the punt, I said, oh no, they gonna win. I said the Bengals gonna win that today, and lo and behold, that's what happened. Yeah, they don't know how to. It's like they don't know how to close a game. Going back to the Eagles, Kenny Pickett scares me when he throws the football.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like, uh-oh. And they
He's what they call a gunslinger. He'll just throw that bitch. He don't care, covered or not.
right. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. Game plan wise, they start off the game badly with Kenny Pickett. The first drive, he throws three straight times. Come on now.
Yeah, that was bad play calling. What I don't understand is now Pickett looked pretty good at times, but why did they give up on him so fast? Who was that? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, well, they got what's his face? Russell.
Yeah,
They
but why? When you drafted a young quarterback, you wouldn't even have to go after the old guy.
well,
Kenny
well
Pickett
I
was like a star in college. You would have thought they would have worked with him. He's only been in the league 3 years, I think.
Yeah, but I'd rather have him and the other young boy, Russell, and the other. What's the young quarterback name? His name is mistaken.
You talking about Justin Fields?
Justin Fields. Yeah, I'd rather have them two rather over Kenny Pickett.
Well, because they both can scramble with the ball. What I'm
Right.
saying is when they drafted Pickett, they drafted him to be their future quarterback, and then they gave up on him so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the same way with how they did Sam Darnold. Just gave up so fast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's not really much to talk about in this game. Next week is another one that we really don't have much to talk about because it's a nothing game. The only thing about it we can talk about is if Saquon's going to break Eric Dickerson's record. That's the only thing that we can discuss if it happens. A game against the Giants is nothing there because the Eagles already got the second spot. They couldn't get the first spot because I think Detroit they were tied with Detroit, but Detroit has is over the Eagles because of the strength of schedule. I'm not really sure. Well, that's right, or
Um, I don't know. That
oh
would be the reason. Usually, if you can't figure it out, a lot of times that's the reason.
yeah, so they wouldn't have had a shot anyway unless Detroit lost. So yeah, next week is a nothing game. I think what's going to happen is Hurts is going to probably play like the first quarter or the first half, and then Kenny Pickett will play. Oh no, Pickett is hurt, so the young guy might get the second half, but who knows? But I know Jalen Hurts is not going to play the whole game because it's a nothing game, and he's coming back from a concussion, so I'm assuming it's going to be either just the first half or the first quarter, one or the other. What's your thoughts on next week's game?
I don't know. I mean, the Giants think they score what 45 today,
Yes,
playing against another bum team. But we should wrap them up easy, just like we did today. Saquon
and
should be able to break that record with no problem.
like you said, I don't think the Giants is definitely going to quote unquote tank next week because they messed up their draft order today, and they're not going to try to win two straight. So they'll really mess up their draft order. And they want a quarterback, and they're saying that they were looking at Shador Sanders. He holds the
Mhm,
ball too much. He does that Jalen Hurts stuff, that
mhm.
Carson Wentz stuff. He holds the ball way too long. He got to get out of that.
Well, he's young. He's still learning.
hmm That's the only quarterback I know in college, and Cooper Manning's son.
Mhm.
That's the only one I know that the only two quarterbacks I know in college.
Is he coming out in the draft?
No, well, remember he wasn't starting.
Right.
He's the backup. The other dude was supposed to be the Heisman a Heisman candidate, but he got hurt. But he came back and he did like okay.
Hmm.
So he's being drafted. It'll be his team. It'll be Manning's team next year. So that will probably be his last year. As you said, that'll be his third year. He probably ain't gonna do all four. Yeah. So anything else to talk about this game or sports wise?
Nothing really. I mean, when do the Bills play? They still got a game this week?
They won already.
When did they play? Did they play
Uh,
today?
today, yeah.
I didn't see no stats or any highlights or anything. How did Josh Allen look? Did
Hold
he have
on,
a
I
big
can tell
game?
you.
Because he stunk up the joint last week, and they said he was still the favorite.
They won 40-14 against the Jets. Josh Allen was 16 for 27, 182 yards, two touchdowns. Rushing, he was 5 for 17 with one touchdown.
Yeah, because they want him to win MVP so bad.
Hey. No, this puts Saquon because out of all the football, out of all the NFL, only 9 running backs ran 2,000 yards, and he did it this season. He definitely should be over the top at MVP race. But like I said, it's kind of hard to give a position a player like that MVP, especially when these quarterbacks now is throwing 5,000 yards passing and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Because what did Herbert do? Herbert did something. Herbert broke a record. Let me see.
This week?
Yeah, Justin Herbert breaks Peyton Manning's record for most passing yards in the first 5 seasons.
Okay.
He had 281 yards and 3 touchdowns yesterday. Let me see.
Is Lamar playing in the last game? He got a chance. Lamar has a chance to break uh Aaron Rodgers' all-time record for the highest rating for a season.
Yeah. Uh, That's a hard one. Like they'll probably do the same thing that the Eagles would do, or play like the first either the first
Uh-huh.
quarter or the first half, because everything is all wrapped up. I mean, you're not gonna keep him out there for 4 quarters so he can get hurt or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, it's that's a toss up.
Well, he needs to throw at least 50 yards and throw a touchdown. That way, he have 40 touchdowns on the year and 4,000 yards passing. He'll get that.
Yeah, he can do that in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So after that first quarter, then he can sit down.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't even like play these guys and try to hurt. Same with what's the name? If Jalen play next week, which I think he is, I wouldn't play him the whole quarter. I'll play him just enough so Saquon can like get close to that record, then I'll take him out.
Right. Anything else sports wise?
Uh-uh. I ain't got nothing. Oh, I did wanted to ask you about. I started watching the Showtime Lakers.
Uh huh.
Was is Magic Johnson really like that? Like the arrogant, cocky jerk bull?
Yes.
See, I never knew he was like that. He never
It's
came off like that.
it's based off the show is based off Jeff Perman's book about the Showtime Lakers.
Hmm.
And it's pretty from what I read in the book, it's pretty much accurate with what was going on the show. That was a good show, and too bad that HBO gave up on it so damn fast.
Yeah, I watched maybe like 4 episodes. I didn't like how he broke up with his girl, but he still kept pushing on her, knowing she got another dude and
Yeah.
calling him all type of names and then banging girls at the church. Like, damn, this is he really was like that?
Yes.
And then what about what's the name? Jerry was just hating like a motherfucker on Magic.
Some of that stuff is he was like an asshole, but some of that stuff is dramatic
Exaggerated.
for the TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, Jerry West was this bent out of shape over Magic getting drafted.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was an asshole.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on? These ain't the people I know.
Well, you can tell that Kareem Abdul was an asshole because here's one of the greatest players of all time, but he can't get no TV job,
Oh yeah,
no
yeah.
job in a front office anywhere because he was
Hmm.
an asshole to people. And you know how it go. If you ain't in the get along gang, then they ain't gonna
Yeah.
fuck with you.
Well, it rubbed him a lot of the wrong way too when he changed his name and became Muslim.
Hmm. Yeah, he wouldn't talk
White
to
people hate that shit.
the only person he would talk to was Magic because Magic would like force him to like talk to him.
Hmm.
So everyone else wouldn't say anything to him.
And then Norm Nixon hating on him and shit. It's like, damn, why is everybody hating on Magic? Y'all know he coming. Y'all know he the top pick. Like, what the hell? And
Hmm.
then he said, give me $600,000. Oh man, we gonna draft you. You gonna play anyway? No, I'll just go back to college and let somebody else draft me. Like, damn, they was doing that back in them days.
Yeah. Hmm.
Goddamn Reggie Bush tactic.
Well, speaking of TV, shameless plug, the Judgmentals do a TV and movie review on YouTube at pnljudgementals. I took Philip's suggestion and watched Sweet Bobby. What's the full name of the movie? Sweet Bobby, My Catfish Nightmare. And you was like very hard on that woman. You have to give her kind of a pass because they're ethnic. So it's like a rush to like meet a person and get married of their same kind. What were they?
Maybe Indian.
They were Indian, but were they Sheik? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. It doesn't say here on it doesn't say on Wikipedia, but yeah, they were Middle Eastern, but they lived in London. Well, England. I don't know if it was London. I'm sorry. And her cousin, her teenage cousin. This was a little kid at the time when it first started.
Hmm.
Her cousin catfished her into a man that she met briefly in a club. She talked to the guy, but the guy didn't even know who she was. But she should have took that as a signal.
Yep. We
And
talking and doing all this talking online. I run into you, and we don't really talk that much, and don't even, you know what I mean?
right. So the thing about it is the cousin knew all about the guy, the girl and the baby he had, and she had pictures of the baby because he was posting pictures on social media or whatever, and
Hmm.
was giving it to her, and they talking about the baby and all that
She's an
stuff.
idiot. I don't care what you say. She's an idiot,
She is,
and
but
I'm not giving her
you
no
was a little
pass.
too you was too
No, I wasn't.
hard.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't. She's an idiot. Most of these people that get catfishes are idiots. If you can't, this day and age, if you can't live chat with somebody, and then especially if you're in the same town as somebody that you're supposed to be in love with, and you still can't meet, talking about I'm in the hospital, I'm about to die, and she want to go visit. Oh no, you can't visit me. Then they talking about we checked, nobody was there. Oh yeah, I gave him a fake name. Like what? Come on now. After a while, the fucking light bulb's supposed to go off in your head
but
and know it's some bullshit.
how can you be in witness excuse me, how can you be in witness protection and you can chat with somebody on social media?
That's what I mean. She's a fucking dummy.
But they're ethnic, so I mean, the mom and dad was involved, and the whole family was there, but involved in it, and the cousin was sitting there.
They wasn't the family, the mom and dad wasn't involved. She got them involved telling them about this guy that she's supposed to be in love with. They didn't approve of that shit, for real,
Right,
for
because
real.
they wanted her to get married and have
Right.
children, and
Mm-hmm.
she was in her I guess she'd have been in her mid to late 30s at the time when
Mid,
all
I
this
want to
stuff was
say.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
If every female around you is getting married and you can't find a dude and you can't get married, then it's you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
She's not bad looking, but her personality is probably what it is to turn dudes off.
Oh, and the the best part about the documentary is she went to the guy's house.
Mm,
And she's like talking to him like they know each other.
right.
And he has no idea what the hell she was talking about.
And the wife
Pretty
is like,
wife
"Who is
too.
this?" I'm like, "I don't know who this is." You know what I mean?
Right. And now she looking like, well, what you up to?
And
You
she
know.
cursing his ass out and come in the house and all this shit. Like, yo, call the cops on this lady.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I would have called the cops because she was like, remember how they said she was like hyperventilating and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
She can hyperventilate and pull out a knife or something and try to cut one of them, especially the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, pretty wife too.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. It's Sweet Bobby by Catfish Nightmare on Netflix. And then I talk to people about it, and they be like, "Oh yeah, I've been seeing that." I'm like, "Well, I ain't never heard anything about it until you mentioned it."
Yeah, one of my coworkers told me about it. I ain't heard nothing about it either.
Hmm. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not really. Have you been watching what's the name? That one show? I'm a killer.
I seen the one with the well, I told you about the Native American guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a liar too, by the way.
Everybody, yeah, you talking about the guy that
S-
what did he
s-
do? He
Stabbed
went
that
to a
guy in
party.
the
He went to
park.
the
Yeah,
party. First off, it's like you blood going to a crip party, talking about where the blood's at. You know what I mean?
right.
You start in trouble. You don't know them there. You know those guys don't like the set that you represent or whatever. So why start shit? And then he gonna
Hmm.
kill the dude like that at the party and bounce.
Right. And first of all, he said he left the party. As he was leaving the party, all the guys had came out. You standing in front of your car. Why you just didn't get in? It was a truck. I'm sorry. Why didn't you just get in the truck and
He should
drive
have left,
away?
but he didn't want to leave. And
Right.
the thing is, he just had a newborn baby. Why you out running the streets? He said his boy asked for a ride over his baby mom's, but then he didn't know where she was at. So they started bouncing around, going on all these different places, and then ended up at the bar. Then somebody invited them to a party. It's like it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Man, take your ass home.
Hmm. Yeah, he's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it was self defense. I was defending myself. You standing in front of your truck. You could just hop. If they start coming out, you should just hop in your truck and got out of there. But yet you
When he
gonna turn
pulled
around and pull out a
right
knife and stab the guy.
when he pulled his knife out inside, and everybody else pulled out because you know all the Indians carry knives.
Right.
When they all pulled their knives out and they say whoa, 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 and everybody put their knife away. Once they put their knife away, when you came outside, nobody got a knife out. So why you pull your knife out?
Right. Hmm. Yeah, he went over there to try to well, when he was there when all that stuff was jumping off, he wanted to try to stab somebody or get in a fight with one of them, one or the other.
Talking about I'm here to bring all the tribes together and all this bullshit.
Well, if that's the case, you would have never made that little joke he made when he first
Exactly.
walked in there.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. All of those is good. Did you see the live stream dude I was telling you about?
No, that's the only one I've seen so far was the Native American story.
Yeah, we watched all of the stories. Then there's the young girl. The young girl, I seen her story on the news. So I was telling Shay like what's going on because Shay was like, no, she was abused. She was this and that. I was like, no, this girl's a fucking thief, robbing people and shit. And now she in jail. And then they play the tape back. Her dumb ass. They sat her down in a interrogation room, gave her pen and paper, and left her by herself. On the paper, she's drawing stuff, but on the paper she wrote down, I laid him on the bed like I was about to fuck him, and then I pulled out the gun and I shot him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, "Well, damn," you know what I mean? And the detective said, "Well, she shot the guy. He had no clothes on, and then he staggered and went to the back room where she put two more rounds in him at." Her mom, like, if she was white, it wouldn't be this way, this and that. She was being raped, and that was self defense. Really? Then why she take the guy's wallet?
Is this season?
I didn't see none of the new season. We started at the end.
The
So the
first
last season
season?
started. No, we
No,
started at the
no.
end.
Okay, the
There's
one with the
five
girl.
seasons. We started on five, and then we started working our way back. So this is probably season four.
Okay, this ain't the story. You kind of describing a story about the girl that was the young girl that was prostituting.
Yeah,
This ain't the same.
they didn't say she was prostituting, but that's what I told Shay was because it's the same story we heard before.
She's very light skinned.
No, maybe that's a different story.
Okay.
But this girl was in the news too because she went to the guy's apartment and they tried to make it seem like she didn't want to be there. It was self defense, and she said, what did she say? I told him I don't suck dick or something, or wasn't gonna suck his dick. First off, if you're with a guy, her story was all falling apart because she said the guy drove her cross state lines to another city or whatever. She went to his apartment,
So sex
and then
trafficking. That's what
yeah,
they trying to
she
apply.
she
Go
she
ahead.
went, but they went to the liquor store first. They got some liquor. Then they
Hmm.
went to his apartment, and at his apartment, he got a roommate, and the roommate said he seen this girl there a couple times. So she made it seem like that was the only time she was ever there. The guy said, "I'm gonna take a shower," and she was like, "Yeah, since we was on the road, I felt like I should take a shower too." Red flag right there, bullshit.
Hmm.
If you being held against your will and somebody's trying to rape you and attack you, you're not going to voluntarily take a shower.
Right.
They're drinking, they're doing PCP. He's ready to bang her, and then she wound up shooting him and stealing his wallet in his car. Coming back, they found him like I think 3 days later. The roommate came in and saw him like fucked up and laid out in the bed, all not in the bed but on the ground, fucked up. So when they start talking to the cops trying to figure out, he was like, "Yeah, he had some girl over here, this and that." The way they found out who the girl was because she's on a first name basis with somebody to work at the liquor store. They was like,
Okay.
"Yeah, last time we seen such and such alive, he was with Keisha or whatever." Here, this
Hmm.
girl is 19 years old. What did she get? She took a deal, but now she's fighting the deal. But everybody's trying to tell her like, if you didn't take that deal, you'd have got life in jail. And then everybody else is like, no, no, she should afford it. They got these expert ladies on here talking about no, she was abused, this and
Oh,
that.
here we go.
I don't care about what she wrote on that paper, this and that. Like, oh my goodness, they defending the bullshit. Nobody talking about that she took the man wallet.
Hmm.
Nobody talking about how she brought a gun there to his crib. She been to his crib before. You know what I mean? Then Shay told me she used his card to get some gas. You know what I mean? So it was like this is not the shit that somebody fearing for their life do. You know what I mean?
Right.
She could have shot his ass and then sat there and called the cops.
Is this Kansas native Kavona Flinry?
Yeah, that's her.
Flinry.
That's her.
Okay. This is Philip is talking about is season two. I guess this will be episode
Is it season two?
8, season 2, episode 8.
I thought we started at the end. Are you sure?
Yes. I'm on the Netflix website. No,
Yeah,
and this ain't the case I'm talking about because it was a similar case with the girl. Which you speaking of, the girl was like
I
real
know what
light
you talking
skinned.
about because I confused her with the other one you talking about. I was like, isn't this the girl that like Cardi B or Beyonce or somebody was trying to help get out of jail?
Yeah.
That's the
If
one you
I'm not
talking about.
if I'm not mistaken, I think she got out of jail. If I'm not mistaken.
But she did the same thing. She was a prostitute and she wound up just killing the dude.
Yeah. And taking his
This shit.
wallet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
same thing.
Same type of shit. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I
But
didn't know that was that. I thought it was like season four. I'm not. They might got the order wrong on the box that I watch it on or something. I don't know.
you mean on your Netflix you got there.
I think I watch it on. No, you can laugh all you want. I think I watch it on Streamio.
Oh shit.
But I got a souped up streamio.
Uh, anything else?
Nah, not really.
All right, we could. You
Oh, I
could.
did watch what's the name, and I slept on that for the longest too. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, what you think?
I finally watched it. It was good. I liked it. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
all the joking around and stuff, but it wasn't bad. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, that was a good movie, and people liked it because they didn't do that woke shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got to have a black, we got to have a Asian,
Right.
somebody's got to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing I didn't like the quote unquote locker room humor, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm like, it was way too much quote unquote locker room humor on there.
That was
But
all Deadpool with all that bullshit. That's just
but
why I ain't watch his movies.
well, people find that so funny that
Mm-hmm.
that locker room stuff.
Yeah, I ain't here for that. But it turned out to be a good movie. And the way they explained it with like the different universes and stuff, that was kind of decent.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, you should have watched now how you say it, Loki. You should have
Loki.
watched Loki.
Yeah, I didn't watch Loki.
Yeah, because they would have explained all that stuff, like the lady that was there with the time ordinance. That's all
Mm-hmm.
from his show, and they explain about the different multiverses and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. You can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgmentals. Instagram at the two underscores judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals at gmail.com. I have to mention that I post those little videos on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of like shorten up the stuff that we talked about the Eagles, and it got a lot of for the past two episodes. It got a lot of views. I don't know
On
why.
YouTube?
No, well, YouTube gets like 700, 800, six, about 5, 6, 7, 700
What you said?
views.
What you talking about?
The
TikTok or
no,
Instagram?
the Instagram
Okay.
one. For the past couple of two episodes, it got a lot of views on there. I don't know why, but
Mm-hmm.
because it sent me, they kept sending me alerts on my phone that it was getting
Mm-hmm.
lot of views on there, and I don't know why, but thanks for listening. And I'll keep posting those more often, I guess. Those got like, hold on, I can tell y'all why I'm here. Now, how do you look at this? It's easy to look at it on the. Do I click on it? It doesn't show here, but I can see it on my phone. Hold on, let me look at it on my phone real quick.
What is it? The Judgmentals?
Yeah.
Damn. Every time I open up Instagram, you be like, "What the fuck?" Number chicks.
Yeah, same here.
Oh God,
Especially
what is
on that search. Okay. The last week's one got 1,400 viewers. Looks viewers or watchers. I don't know what you want to call it. The other one also got
Mhm.
1,400. I for some reason I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on my computer. So thanks for listening, and looking at it.
Let's see. You said P&L.
The two underscores judgmentals.
Alright. Oh, we're gonna select this. Let's see. I'm just trying to see what you have over here. All right, I'll check it out.
All right, y'all, we out.
All right, peace.
Eagles fly on the road to victory. E-A-T-L-E